How are you? It is my belief that wherever that you are doing right and you are doing fine. And you had a fabulous and cheerful Merry Christmas, and your Boxing Day has begun well. It is progressing on well. So today I found something so intriguing, and whenever I find something that raises eyebrows, I must come out with it clearly and share with you, because we are in the process of learning, and learning is a continuous process. Learning is dynamic, and for you to amass knowledge, you must keep on learning new things. Yesterday was Christmas, and a lot of fathers, a lot of mothers, young people were on the streets to celebrate the birth of Jesus Christ and to honor Christmas, because Christmas is a moment of celebration. So people are always outside to merry. But whatever that I saw was not really okay with me. Maybe it might be okay with other people, but it wasn't okay with me. And something which is not okay with me, I invite you to look into it and try to think about it and how it looks like. Yesterday, people really enjoyed, and I saw a lot of young boys aged from the age of 6 to 10 on streets, and those boys, if you look at the kind of hairstyles that they had shaved, you start asking yourself if these boys have mothers, if these boys have fathers to take care of them and to show them direction. You find a young boy who does not have the authority to decide and rule out what happens in his life, having shaved pathetically. You find another one having dyed the hair. The boy has applied the dye in the hair. Then you start asking yourself, where did these boys adopt these methods of embellishment? And then you ask yourself, is whatever these boys are doing really right? And if whatever they are doing is not right, are they having parents to guide them and to show them direction? This is the direction that you are supposed to take. These are some of the questions that lingered into my mind. Because let me tell you, when a small boy is in the process of development, we have got stages of development from the oral stage moving to adulthood. That is the moment that a child is supposed to be well taken care of. That is the moment when this child is young. That is the moment that is going to determine if this person is going to become an errand or not in the adulthood. But if we leave our boys to shave the way they want, if we leave our children, our male children, to groom the way they want, you find other boys, other small boys having put on ragged trousers that are ragged. And if you ask them, they tell you that that's vogue, that's fashion. Someone putting on a torn trouser and then he tells you that that's fashion. And you can hear their parents saying that indeed that is fashion. Where are we heading to? You find a small boy who is supposed to be shown the direction, having shaved in a doubting manner. Because let me tell you, these boys are exposed to some content. They watch movies, war movies that enter into their mind. Then they copy the style of shaving of those actors and actresses. And when they move outside, they go and recommend the barbers to shave them the way they saw in the movies. And then that is how they copy something which is not good, something that is wrong. And after copying that, they come outside and they display whatever they were seeing in the movie. So if these boys does not have someone to give them direction, to tell them what they do, they end up living crooked life. They end up doing what they see in movies. They end up becoming errands like those actors and actresses that appear in those action movies. And then when a child becomes errant or erratic at his old age, you start saying, how did my boy change? If this boy grows into a man and he doesn't become responsible in future, you start asking yourself questions, not knowing that there is a place where you failed an exam. You failed to take care of a seed when it was sprouting. You failed to correct it. You failed to apply manure and water on that seed to enable it grow uprightly. You just left the seed to grow and become a tall tree the way it wanted. And let me tell you, when a tree sprouts, it is your responsibility to make sure that it grows uprightly. But after it has grown to become a big tree and it become crooked, there is no way that you are going to change that tree. If you try to bend an already grown tree, you are going to break it. You are going to destroy it. That is the same thing. If you doesn't correct your boy, if you doesn't tell your boy that this is the way, if you doesn't show your boy, and at the same time, if you doesn't show your girl that this is how you are supposed to live, they are going to live a life of crooks. If you doesn't show your son that this is the way he is supposed to live, this is the way your boy is supposed to grow, is going to grow into a crook. If you doesn't show your boy how to shave, your boy is going to shave like a crook. And when someone shaves like a crook, in future that person is going to become a crook. This boy is going to become a crook in his youthful stage. And that crookedness is going to be with him until his adulthood. Then you are going to start complaining, what happened to my son? That son is going to cause trouble to women. He's going to be a weak man. He's going to be a man who doesn't know how to take care of someone. He's going to be an aggressive man, a robber. And these are the things that we are supposed to take care of while children are growing. These are the things that we are supposed to correct when children are still young. So don't allow your boy, don't allow your son to become a crook under your watch. Take good care of your children. Supervise how they shave. Supervise how they put on. And you are going to raise a responsible and a good man in the future. Thank you. Have a nice Boxing Day.